Welcome to another episode of Cowboy Nation Live. Yes, we are here today to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and what they did to, what's their name? The New York Giants. But before we get started with all of that, I just want to say to everybody out there, all the haters, the Dallas haters, guess what? You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack and you get a sack. Hold on. You get a sack and you get a sack and you get a sack and you get a sack. Our defense crushed the Giants this weekend. And I just got to tell you guys that I had just an amazing night. It was a great night for me. So with that said, I just wanted to do a little soft launch with Cowboy Nation Live tonight. I don't have any special guests or anything calling in, but this is just, get a feel for it and talk a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys and what's going on with us right now. I know our defense won that game, as you all know, and I just, if we can play like that, our defense can play like that, then Dak will have a great season. I know that. But before we get into all of that, let's start with the offense. That okay offense. I'm not even going to say it because Dak, he only threw for how many yards he was 13 to 24 for 143 yards. But it was the defense, okay? But Dak, we need you to do better than that. We definitely need you to do better than that. And I just got to say, that performance was a little just, So what do you guys think about that? How was Dak's performance in his first season opener? He admitted himself that the defense won that game for us, and as anyone can see, and the special teams. Don't let me forget about them. Tony Pollard, he showed up as well. So definitely he was, what did Tony Pollard do? He was 14 for 70. So we can't complain about that. He had a great, great day. Not so great that he got over 100 yards, but it was mediocre. But it was our defense. It all goes back to our defense. And I just want to come out here and talk about what we did, what we didn't do, and what we need to do. And that's scary because Philadelphia and San Francisco, they are definitely in the hunt. And I'm just going to go ahead and venture to say they're probably the leaders in the NFC right now, but Dak is that dark horse that's sneaking up on him. You know what I'm saying, people. You definitely know what I'm talking about, So with that said, let's get into some more of the offense and what happened, what things transpired, and we see what we got. Waddle was 6 for 24. Turpin, he was 3 for 14 rushing, and my boy Deuce Vaughn, I thought he was going to do a little better than he did. He was 6 rushes for 8 yards. They really stopped him. But through preseason, he was very impressive, very impressive. And, of course, Dak Prescott had one rush for 6 yards. So our rushing game, while it's not where we needed to be, it was enough because of the defense. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's talk about, who I want to talk about. Oh, we're going to go save that. But let's talk about the defense first before we go into that. Now, the defense. Let's talk about the sacks. 8 sacks. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, man? 8 sacks. Just about everybody on the roster on defense had a sack in that game. Danny Dimes was just, he was, in the beginning, I was a little apprehensive because he was running so much, but our defense got it together to where we shut down the run. And what was really funny was I talked to a friend of mine about the game, and he said that he didn't see the beginning of the game, but the part he did get to see, he saw Danny Dimes had all the black turf, the little speckles all over his helmet. So he had been eating turf for dinner. I thought that was pretty hilarious. But Danny Dimes did that, and as you know, we took care of him on more ways than one. And like I said, this is a soft launch. Just getting the feel of what's going on. We're going to definitely have special guests on the show. and get different perspectives from different team members, different players. My boy Sanders Tisdale, he's always welcome on the show. He's definitely got a perspective about the Dallas Cowboys that I don't want to mention too much, but this guy. He's not going to talk too much because of what happened to his Steelers this weekend. As you all have seen that. What happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants was almost the same thing. Wouldn't you agree? Well, anyway. Let's go and talk about this special teams, man. This special teams with that block punt return for, 68 yards? Can you believe that? That was the first punt return like that in years, from the 90s, I think it was. And that was impressive, truly impressive. I got to say, Dallas set another record as well. Our offense, our defense, and our special teams scored. So that was very intuitive to see and very becoming. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of the boys right now, especially our defense, man. Michael Parsons was just really grinding it out. And even Trayvon Diggs, some of the stuff he was stopping. And it was just an impressive overall win. If we can keep this going throughout the season, we would have, I'm going to just go ahead and say it because y'all know it already. We're going to the Super Bowl! It's momentum. But the offense, they really didn't impress me in this game. Even though we won, 40 to what was goose eggs? Anybody want some breakfast? But no, let's just talk about that. Let's keep a level head, kid, because your offense didn't really do too good in retrospect against New York's defense. So we'll see about that and how things go. But I was totally impressed and just wanted to give you guys some insight. Test this out a little bit to see how it's going. I created these, as you see this Dallas Cowboy Nation live, where it goes from all intro, offense, defense, special teams, next week's matchup, and the final thoughts after that. So just testing it out, getting this little soft launch for when I have this special guest, Charles Hero, my fellow Dallas Cowboy buddy. You got to come on the show. You know this, man. You know it. And Rick Nelson. We go back to Edison Tech, baby boy. Calandria and her husband are both Cowboy fans. So you guys leave a little comment down there about how you're feeling about the game this week. Because I just want to say, I'm like Ralph Cramden now. I'm like, hum. Did we really just do that? But we just got to keep it up. But let's go on to the next section and see what we can do. Next week's matchup. Who do we got? You know what? I just had my schedule and I just drew a blank. Shoot. What do we have next week? Somebody put it in the comments. Let me see. See what we got down there. I'm just reading some of the all right, Maria. Wanda Andres, Essence. Okay, I see y'all. F plus. So we got two likes. All right. I didn't tell anybody about it because it was a soft launch. I just wanted to test it out and see what was really, how we can make this thing a go. But when we have the guest on here, give me your feedback. Does it feel Dallas Cowboyish? Is that background all right for you guys? That big old star on that side of the, I think I think we're ready for this season. I think Cowboy Nation is something to tout about, and I think we're going to do something really great this year. Felicia, Jermaine, and Jordan, the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, the Eagles. You see that loss when we play y'all. It's going to be a battle. I know. I want to predict right now, but I can't predict because I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. I love Jalen Hurts. That dude is awesome, man, and dangerous. And He can run over you. He can do some things that aren't pleasant, but we will see when we meet 2 times this year. So, Jermaine, just be ready. Felicia, be ready. And my sister, let me talk about her for a minute, y'all. My sister Renee has been talking junk for the last 4 years. Her team used to be North Carolina Panthers, but when they got rid of Ron Rivera, she kind of didn't like that so much. So she was just in limbo, just talking junk to people, but she didn't have a team for a few years. And now, this year, she told me that she's an Atlanta Falcon fan. And I'm just, okay. I don't know what to say, but I got love for the Falcons, a little bit of love, and they look really good. I just got to say that Algier, I think his name is, and Bijan, man, those 2 rookies, those cats are explosive. They're doing their thing, and they're doing some Falcons are, if they can get it together with their quarterback situation, they can be dangerous. They can definitely be dangerous. I'm going to talk about my son and his Minnesota Vikings, as my other son call them. Not the Vikings, but the Vikings. They had a loss. They took an L this week, and so did my nephew's team, the Patriots. That was beautiful to see. But back to the Cowboys. If this is something you think you'd like to be a part of, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking to expound on different things, and if you're a Cowboy fan, definitely get with me and let's just take this Cowboy Nation live somewhere. Let's take it and see where we can go. Maybe all the way to the Super Bowl if the Cowboys don't let us down this year. I think Trey Lance in that situation, acquiring him, has really put some fire up under Dak. I think Dak is got fire up under him. He's got something to play for now, Luke, my boy Luke, my brother. How are you, man? You with the boys, okay? So far. But he's a Tennessee Titan fan, truth be told. But he representing. He's representing. Appreciate you, Luke. Love you, bro. Appreciate you. What happened to them this week, man? We don't have to go into that. No, it's not. But definitely, this is just a soft launch and just trying to, create something special for the Cowboy fans and enthusiasts out there to come to a place where they can talk, they can share, they can root for their team and do all the things that they want to do for their team. I'm going to have more sound effects in here and everything to take it to another level. Right now, I just got some clap. If I'm going to tell a joke. Y'all want to hear a joke? Quick joke. What do you call a black and gold team that never goes to the Super Bowl? Pittsburgh Steelers. Say, man, that one's for you. And I know you're going to talk junk, say we got 6 rings. That don't matter. I know. It doesn't matter. Okay? But got some other horns to play with, some cool things like that. Spill. Yes, you like that. We have a winner. That's another thing we're going to be doing. We're going to have giveaways and prizes and contests for people with Dallas Cowboy trivia. So all these farewell feather fans that call themselves now Cowboy fans, because we've been doing some things. You gotta to be a Cowboy fan, you had to be in the 60s and 70s. Those are the authentic ones. I know a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon in the 90s. I know it because of the triplets, Aikman, Emmett, and Michael Irvin. But if you're still a Cowboy fan from the 90s, that's respectable too. So I'm going to give you props for that. But so know your trivia. Get ready to win some great prizes. Get ready for some exciting times. because I think we're gonna do something special this year. And like everybody say, Cowboy fans always say that every year. How many times we heard that, Cowboys enthusiasts? How many times? But I think it's something special going on. Like we were talking about earlier, Trey Lance, he really put the fire under Dak. I think Trey Lance has a lot to prove, and he wants to prove it. You can just look at him and see that he definitely wants to prove it, and I think Dak needs to step up in a lot of ways, and this game for him, it wasn't really impressive. Just keeping it honest, even though Dak is my boy. I love Dak. I'm not talking about him. I'm just a realist and I speak truth. 143 yards. Come on. When you think about it, if our defense hadn't performed like they performed, and like the first quarter was what, 16? I mean, the first half was 16-0. If they made their 2 field goals and our defense hadn't performed like they had, the game would have been tied essentially. So it really was our defense doing a lot, and our special teams. We can't forget them. That was awesome. Awesome. And so I'm going to just get ready to just drop it right here. The heck with them boys. Luke said the heck with them boys. All right, Luke. But I'm your boy, right? I'm your boy, right? I'm your boy, okay. Oh, my boy Sanders Tisdale just got on. This is the guy I was telling you about earlier, the Steelers fan. You know, when I did the little, but he's on now. So this is all a soft launch. So again, check us out. If you want to be a part of this show, come on, Cowboys enthusiasts. I like being behind the scenes more than anything. So I need some faces that'll, do what it do. But I can definitely get in some deep discussions about the Cowboys, though. The Cowboys are and always will be my team. And funny, true story, here it is. My brother, my older brother, Wayne Thompson, he's the one that actually got me started liking the Cowboys when I was a little kid, and he doesn't like them today. He's a Tampa Bay, or what is it, Tampa Bay Baconeers. The Baconeers, Baker Mayfield. Yeah, he's one of them guys now. So him and my brother-in-law Cubit, I don't get that. I don't understand. And then there's Tisdale, Kenny Tisdale. Let's talk about him and what happened to the Buffalo Bills last night. Josh Allen, oh my God. Wow, Aaron Rodgers got hurt 4 plays in, and they still couldn't win the game. Oh my goodness. So this is going to make for an interesting season. The Jets and the Bills, that might be the new rivalry right there. Had Aaron Rodgers not gotten hurt, I wonder what the game would have looked like. I really, really wonder. And he's out for the season, just in case you guys didn't know. He's down for the count. His Achilles torqued. Just like that. You know what I'm saying. Oh, so. Oh, boy, yeah. I'm talking about them Bills, man. I got you. Big Tiz. You know it, bro. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Baconeers. That's what they're called. That's what he put in the comments right here. So leave a comment. Talk about what you want to talk about. Even you want to talk about something else. But we always got to bring it back to the Cowboys. My sister Renee, if you're watching, which I know you probably are, you Atlanta Falcon faker. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. You leave teams in a heartbeat. That's not a team player when you really think about the essence of being what a team is. You got to be with them through the grit, the grime, the dirt, even when it happens, like when things happen that you don't like with the team, you just got to still be there and support them. That's a true football fan. But when you hop around like Cassidy, I don't know. What are you going to do? But on another note, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk about some other things. about the Dallas Cowboy. Be on the lookout. Be prepared to win some prizes, some gift cards. Know your Dallas Cowboy trivia. Like how many Super Bowls we have. How many rings? You know, I'm gonna bring them on the show one day. I've got 5 of them. And it looks like we're about to get 6 this year. Yes, I said it, Kenny Tisdale. And don't you say anything about that. Because your Buffalo Bills or Gills, Buffalo Gills, that's what they looked like last night. Your boy, he fumbled 3 times, man. 3 times. And I like Josh. I really, really like Josh. I got respect for that dude, but he looked horrible last night. He looked like Charles Barkley said, just terrible, terrible, terrible. But gonna get ready to get up out of here. As I said, this was a soft launch. Open to ideas and suggestions for anybody who might want to contribute something. Cowboys fans first and foremost, because all these other haters might try to sabotage us, but you know how that goes. But thank you all for chiming in tonight. I'm just here chilling by myself and look forward to Cowboy Nation every week talking about what went right, what went wrong, and what we can do to make it better for the next week. Those are my final thoughts. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube. Right now we're streaming to YouTube and to Facebook, as you all know. The ones that are commenting on Facebook. What? Terrible. Oh, man. And we have the Jets next week. And there's no Aaron Rodgers. I plumb forgot that. But let me just say, what's his name? Zach Wilson? No Aaron Rodgers. I want to laugh, but I'm not gonna laugh because the Jets have a defense that is like spikes nails, man. And I got love for Sauce Gardner, man. That dude he's on fire, man. He is on fire. And they got some other great guys too. Can't remember the names right now because I don't have their notes. I just have some Cowboy notes. But anyway, let's do what we do. And we will see you next week. Next Tuesday, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're going to have a hard launch coming real soon. This was just a soft launch. Test some things out. Get all the worms and the little things out of it, the bugs, and then get the fixes going. But thank you, Luke, Sanders, Wanda. Appreciate you guys for chiming in. I love you and be looking for you next week. Let's make it do what it does when it does what it do. Peace. Uh-oh. See what I'm talking about, bugs? See? This is what I'm talking about right here. Because my video did not play. And I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. So this is why we do what we do. We're testing things out. Yep. Locate file. So we're going to do it like this. This is good. So this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. So I don't know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen, but we're just going to do this. All right.